What's going on, Twitch TV? What's going on, YouTube? We want to welcome you to Tuesday Tech Talk. I am your host, DJ The Force. And here on the Tuesday Tech Talk, we do talk about different parts of streaming, software, occasionally hardware for the streamer and the DJ. And this week we want to actually take a look at Twitch. As in with Twitch, they did make some changes to the layout of the website. So specifically, I want to look at the creator content section so that we can see what's going on with the new changes and new additions that Twitch has placed inside of itself. And as we go through the things, I just want to let y'all know that the music playing in the background is by one of my turntable brothers, Detroit's own DJ Major Walker of So Many Walkers Entertainment. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, and here we have setting up here Twitch. And just a content page of Twitch. And as you can see, we'll look at some of the features that are pretty much the standard. And I did a couple of switches to see. Right here is your actual Stream Manager section, which is here, located here at the top. And basically what that does is it allows you to monitor and watch your stream. If you're not using streaming software, if you're streaming off of a phone or off of something else, it gives you the option of monitoring your stream. By default, you have your session, you have your viewers, views, followers, your bit rate, your subscribers, your points, and your pre-roll on. And a lot of streamers don't know that you can actually turn those features on and off just by clicking on it. Just for an example here, you can click it on so that you can have up to view what you want to view when you want to view it. Also in your Stream Manager here, you do have the option of setting up and creating multiple layouts based on what you want to have done with the stream. You have some who does various different types of streams, such as myself. You would have the option of tailoring your Stream Manager to match the layout to what you're doing. So that is just one of the things that you can do inside of the Stream Manager. It allows you to rename, delete, edit, reset to default, and create a new label. In here you have your activity feed. Your activity feed basically says what's going on your stream. Who's following you, who's cheering you, who's buying subscriptions, who is using channel points. It just monitors the activity of everything that you're doing. And I do like that feature for one very important reason, is that it allows you as a streamer to be able to not only look at the status of what's going on your stream, but it allows you to interact in the background. A perfect example of that would be if you were had a follower follow you today, such as this one right here. You can actually click and you have the option of following or unfollowing the person. So as you are streaming, you can actually go down a list of the activities, go to your different listeners, and you can actually decide if you're going to follow them or unfollow them. I do like that feature in it. Obviously here it has your chat window so that you can actually monitor your chat. It also has as an option where you can go into your streams and manually edit your streaming information. It allows you to do real-time clips so that you're able to take a clip of the stream. This comes in handy if you want to do some type of intro or some type of background video for your main page. You can actually take the clip, save it, and then make it your background image or your background video. I'm probably using the incorrect term. What is that thing called? I'm going to look it up right now just so that I'm giving you the correct information. You can take the clip and we'll come to it as we get to it because it's in your settings. And I'll refer back to it when we get to that point. So in addition to that, it allows you to do things like set up where you can manage polls, which if you're here on Mondays, you actually see me use the polling option to set up specific polls so that you can vote on inside of the channel. It actually gives you a raid channel option, which is right here behind me. So it actually, you can click on it and you can actually manually decide who you're going to raid based on you doing a search in Twitch on who's streaming. Those are people who have problems using the commands. That is a great feature there. And then the last feature that I have set up here, which is also behind me, is the watch party option. And that's just exclusively for our Amazon Prime customers, where you can actually take a movie off of Amazon Prime and then you can actually share it on your stream, and everybody with Amazon Prime that is on a computer will be able to join your stream and watch the movie with you. So if you don't have Amazon Prime, it won't be an option for you to see the movie. The only thing you'll see is the streamer and any video they have outside of the actual movie. So that is some things I have back here. You also have your, as I'm bringing them up a little bit for you, you have your add-in for your streams if you're doing stuff like countdowns, watch for your from Stream Elements, which I do, or Stream Labs, which I do, where it actually displays on my channel and gives you a countdown to my next show based on what's in my schedule. Lastly, at the bottom, I do have your ad breaks here, and that's where you can actually manually put in an ad midstream so that you have new content, or you have you can advertise based on what Twitch has available to you. So that is basically your stream manager section. The next section we want to take a look at is your insight section. Your insight sections lets you look at 3 specific areas: your channel analytics, your stream summaries, and your achievements. So if we take a look, and I'll start down at the bottom at achievements, it allows you to see exactly where you are as far as your task that you're trying to do. Currently, what's available to me is my partner option, and it's telling me basically what I have, where I'm at, and what I need to obtain to get to the next level. So that's what it does here. You have your stream summary, which actually breaks down by day your stats for your Twitch streams. So it is looking at today's stream and giving me the current count of everybody what's going on, the duration, what the average viewer is, the number of max viewers that have been in the stream so far, unique viewers. I believe that is talking about viewers that are on separate IP addresses or separate internet connections and not sharing the same internet connection. Your unique chatters, live views, your followers, as they have followers that has been added on the current stream, and then it gives you what the difference is from the last stream. And then behind me here, it has all your new subscriptions. The last section is up top is your channel analytics, which due to security reasons for myself, I'm not going to click on, but it basically gives you an overview of the analytics of the channel, the trends that's going on for the channels, the income that's being generated by the channel, payouts for your previous months, things of that nature is actually inside of that channel. And because it has monetary information, though that page I will not select, because it will be giving away some specifics about the channel that I'm not sure should be put on a stream or recorded for other individuals. The next section we want to take a look at is your community section. And inside your community section, you have the ability to set the role of your users. You can look at the activity and your followers list. When you look at your roles manager, it allows you to set your users at specific levels so that they can do certain things on your channel based on what you do with your commands for the different levels you have. And the levels that they do have out there is that I use most of the time is your VIP, your moderator, and your editor. Now, here's where a lot of people need a little information in regards to allowing others to help you manage your stream. Your VIP level is giving access to commands that you give VIP access to. Your moderators are able to handle your moderator level accesses. And your editor is allowed to edit content on your channel. This content includes handling raids for you. And a lot of people have been trying to figure out how you can get your mods to conduct and control your raids. Here's where you would actually set it up. You would give them the access of editor, and I will put in a caution right there. That's not an option that you could give to all of your mods. You would actually have to give them to the mods that you work very closely with and also trust very much. The other thing about the editor mode is that you do not have to be a moderator to be an editor on the stream. So you can have somebody who's actually developing your content offline, so they have access to get into your profile, but they don't necessarily have to be a moderator and control what's going on inside of the stream when you're going live. So that is the one feature I do like about that. You can create. What's going on, DJ Dre? All right, thank you for listening while you're driving. You have the ability to separate them out. As you can see here, I have 2 roles for my main moderator, and editor. Where here, I have listed as just my other mod as just an editor. And then just to show y'all how the features work, you can then add a role. I'm going to make her a VIP in addition to, and here's what I recommend and why I do that. You want to limit the number of mods that you have on your stream. What's going on, DJ Reg? Salute to you as well. We're doing a tech talk on Twitch right here, and just giving people how they can beef up the usage of the streams by giving. Right now, we're looking at the access of your managers. So I was saying that you should not have all of your mods running as a moderator at all times. What we found with the Twitch algorithm is that moderators do not actually count as full listeners. So if you are if you have your room full of mods, your numbers are going to be affected because they're all moderators. So you have the option of changing their level of access to VIP and rotate your moderators as they come in and out the room. And that's kind of what we do on my stream. There are assigned days that certain moderators have certain roles. So they know what days they come in to moderate, and those are the days I give them moderator access. If something comes up where I need multiple mods, they are listed as VIP, and some of the moderator commands that they're used were given to VIP access, because you still control who's your VIP, and then your VIP is actually the number of VIPs you have is actually controlled by the number of people that come into your stream, and we'll be looking at that later, how that affects how do you get those features. But you have to have on your stream a minimum number of people coming in at one time to give you access to add more moderators and VIPs. The concept behind that is if you don't have a lot of people on your stream, you don't need a lot of help to run the stream. So they're set around 15, 50, 100, something like that. But we'll take a look at that as we go through the different features. So I think that was a very important thing there, that you know that you can give access to certain people at certain levels, and then adjust your commands in Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or whatever additional plugin software or plugin site that you use to handle your stream. You give them those commands VIP access, and whether they are a moderator or not, they will be able to run the commands for you. Next section you want to take a look at is real simple. Your activities window. It says everything you have done and who has done it. So in the previous section where you had your editors being able to do certain things, you can see in your activity who's done what. It's kind of self-explanatory, and it gives you a time frame of when all this stuff was done or updated or changed. The next area that we want to take a look at is your followers list. Your followers list is basically just what it is. It is a list of your followers, and you are able to see who is the follower on your channel. You have inside of there where you can actually go ahead and add them as a friend. You can send them a whisper there. And I believe also you have the ability of going in and following them as well from this stream. So there's a lot of issue out there of follower versus friend. Follower is one who will follow your stream, and that's your numbers that you get to your different levels. Your friends is who you can see online, just like if you're on any other social media site, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. I said Twitch. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You can actually see who's online, and then you can actually interact with them through a separate chat window. But like here, you have your entire list of followers, and it does keep every person that follows, so that you have an idea of who's on your stream, who's doing what, and their status. Not who's doing what, but what their status is. The next section we do want to take a look at is your content section. And inside of your content section, you have your viewer producer section and your collection section. Inside of your viewers section, you have your video producer section. And your video producer section actually has the clips and highlights of all the content that you leave up on your stream. So I have the ability of taking a look at any one of these streams, and if I want to do something like do a clip of it, if I want to create a highlight of it, if I wanted to download it, if I wanted to rewatch, if I wanted to export to something else. So you can keep a history of what you're doing in your stream. Next section that we want to take a look at is your collections. And basically there's a description. You can put all your best videos in one spot. Videos are organized into collections to help viewers easily find content. Your most recently updated collection will be featured at the top of the video page. So if I wanted to be able to give everybody access to viewing all of my tech talks, I can group them as tech talk and then add all the videos from the tech talks so that they would be on my channel, so that viewers can actually watch it and go through the different videos and see what we've talked about. In this section here, you can actually create clips for your streams, and then you can also view clips that other streamers have done because they liked something. So in my example here, I have two clips. One clip was done 10 days ago. By DJ Hootek. One was done 7 months ago by DJ Classy. So it's something special about those particular sections that they liked, and they were able to make a clip. And now that they've made a clip, it's now accessible to me. And if I want to use it as an introduction video, that's what I wanted to say. If I wanted to set this up as an introduction video, it is now available to me, so that I'm able to use it to help promote my channel. I mean, it's nice that if I do clips of myself, but if somebody else does a clip, that means they saw something special, and then you get to share what other people see from your stream as opposed to you boasting or promoting yourself. I like that option as to be available. The next section that we have is our copyright claim manager. If you stream content on Twitch and somebody puts a copyright claim on your stream, that information will pop up here, and here is where you'll be able to manage it. What will happen in this section is that when you get the copyright claim put against one of your streams, it'll tell you the status that the copyright was done. If they want to block the copyright altogether, or if they want to block the content altogether, if they want to seek out monetary gain for it, if they want to receive the monetary gain basically for the content, or if they just want to limit where the claim or where the content can be played or replayed, it'll be here, and then you can actually look at it and manage it. What's going on, Real Tax Talk? Thank you for lurking. All right, well, thank you for popping in and saying hi. I do appreciate you. One of the featured people here, and all streamers are great, but I just want y'all to take a look at Real Tax Talk if you need help with any tax-related claims, any tax-related information, filling out forms, tax laws, things of that nature. What's going on, author Javonda 5? Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Tech Talk. We're just going over the features of Twitch as far as the content screen. Sir Ghetto King, what's going on? There's another great streamer as well. Not only is he streaming, he's a streamer, he's fam. So y'all make sure y'all following these awesome streamers. You know, we promote support for support here, so everybody should follow everybody, because the best teamwork is awesome stream work. So if we're sharing our content among ourselves and others, giving it to other people, then we are sharing and giving the community more fuel, more information, so that these streams can run better. But as I was saying, that's the copyright section. Just had to switch screens here. That's our copyright section. So if you ever have any questions about any copyright claims, if they're on your stream, they will sit right here. Fortunately, I have been fortunate enough to pick content that has not had a claim placed against it. And I don't want to sound funny, and I don't want to say that it is 100% what's going on, but sometimes that's why I play the specific music that I play, because some of it I know won't get a copyright claim against it. Even the music that's playing in the background, if by chance I get a copyright claim against it, I have the permission of the content owner to stream his music, and all I have to do is protest the claim, and I will and get a hold of the content coordinator or content owner, and I will get my access. The next section here is your settings. Your settings here basically has information about your streaming information. You actually get so you play Madden, you get the claim because it's music content that's inside of the game. So the question becomes, does Madden, purchasing or owning the Madden game, give you access or give you the ability to play the music in the background. We're going to have to cover that on a different Text Talk, because I wasn't, being honest here, I wasn't prepared to actually answer the claiming information, just presenting where you would look that information up. So we got to do some research on that one, Sir Ghetto King. So I got you. We going to look on that. And I should do this, and I forget that options here. One of the features that we do have that we promote is the feature chat option that is available for Twitch accounts, where you can actually grab the question or the comment from the chat and put it on the screen so it can be read. All right there. What's going on? I want to say, if I can pronounce this correctly. Is that Segwork or Segwook? Welcome to the Tech Talk as we discuss the settings inside of the Stream Manager for Twitch. So inside of your streaming section, you have your ability to get your stream key. I can't say this enough, but that's very personal information. You do not want to share that information with anybody, not even your moderators, because that is specific to you, and it gives access to whoever has it the ability to stream on your channel, and we don't want that. In there, you have the ability of setting up a disconnect protection, and basically improves the viewing experience for the streamer by enabling a backup event. Your stream, in the event your stream is disconnected. If the primary stream fails, it automatically displays a temporary visual message for 90 seconds while you troubleshoot and reconnect. And it says that this it requires the use of a major encoder to work properly. And I believe the encoder would be your software. If your OBS or whatever system you're using disconnects, then it'll give you 90 seconds to reboot, repair, and reconnect with your software. And after that time, it will time out and go away, or you will have to or it will stop displaying the message and end the stream. I've had very little issue with doing anything with disconnecting and reconnecting. I've had some problems, but it was not enough to get me to actually turn that feature on. I may look at turning it on in the future just to see how it functions in case something goes wrong. But it's, knock on wood, it hasn't happened in a while for me to have it on. The next section you have in there is you can have your content set to where it's going to be mature content, people or not. If you're going to have a stream for children and things of that nature, then you can, if you're doing a stream for that, you can turn that feature off. If you're having mature content information, you can actually turn that on, and it actually will limit the minors from actually accessing your stream or getting permission to be able to access your streams. Then you have your low latency section, or your latency mode, where you can set your latency on your streams. This will explain the delay that a lot of people get in their streams, because it's at low latency. It's a delay between you and the actual stream, If you hit normal latency, it's supposed to be, well, let me take that back. I got it reversed. If you want normal latency, this is enabled, this setting, if you do not interact with viewers in real time. So low latency, is set up for you for real time interaction, with the normal latency not giving you real time, which will add the delay. That option, I believe, is there so that you can have a buffer window to edit the data before you actually send it out. In here, you also have your video settings. Here's where you turn off the ability to record or store your past broadcasts. Right, if you buffer a lot, DJ Hams, you are correct. If you do buffer a lot, the site does recommend that you use the low latency, because the low latency is designed to give you more of a real-time experience with your viewers. And with the normal latency, it will put a longer delay between you and the actual stream to allow you to make changes. What we're going to do here is just take a moment while I grab me something to drink to clear this throat. So please enjoy the music. I'll be right back. All right, everybody, I am back. I am back here. So what's going on, JB? That's okay, DJ Ham. With this one, I'm upgrading it. Well, I have upgraded it. So not only is this on Twitch, but it is being recorded on Twitch as well. So once the video is over with, you will have access to take a look at it. So now, as I was saying, here is where you can store or turn on the option to store your broadcasts. And that's where we're at right now. This feature this is what allows you to record or not record your streams. I will say this, if you are getting copyright claims, it's best to turn that off, because then your copyright claims is not on your real-time information. Your copyright claims are on the rebroadcast. So if you're not rebroadcasting the clips or the streams, chances are you are not going to get copyright claims against your streams. When I know I'm doing a music set that I know is going to pull music that will get copyright claims, I don't store it on Twitch or make it available to the public to rebroadcast, because that's basically what that does. So, and even with YouTube, that's why only my Tech Talk and church services go on my YouTube account, because there is no music being played, so there is no copyright. And I won't say there's no music being played. there is no music being played that will flag a copyright. And if it flags a copyright, I can dispute it, as in I have permission to play the music. So also here you have the ability to enable the clips for your streams. And that allows not just you, but your listeners to actually create clips. And listeners, if you did not know that, you can do clips of your streamers' streams. If you like a specific section, you can create a clip to go back and view later. Also in the settings, this allows you to turn on. This also allows you to turn on and off the mode of your stream. If you want it in follower mode or not, it's done here. If you want to have streams just for your subscribers, then you can actually turn this on, and then you can have special content streams just for your subscribers. And that's great to give your subscribers an extra, I want to say an extra incentive to be a subscriber, because you can give them subscriber only streams where you're going to give specific content that you're not going to give to the general public, and they'll love it. I will put the only issue, or did I say that wrong? I said that completely wrong, didn't I? Y'all should catch me. So the subscriber only allows subscribers to make clips only of your channel. That it doesn't give them here, even though you do have the option to do a subscriber stream, it's not controlled from here. So I need to correct that before I go any further. That allows your subscribers to only be able to do that. And the followers should only allow your followers to be able to do that. The way I have mine set now is everybody can do a clip. But if I want to channel it down, then I can actually change the setting to allow that to happen. And then the final sections down here, one is permissions. And in the permissions, you have two sections. One says the channel you can manage as an editor, and see and manage what channels you have editor roles to. So if you are a moderator or an editor that has editing rights, this is where you would see that information. And when we go in there, you see who my editors are. So in here, you actually get to manage and watch who your editors are. And then next section is people who can stream on your channel. When someone invites someone to stream on your channel, we'll send you a new stream key and the instructions. So you can actually invite people to your streams and welcome back, Real Tax Talk. You can actually invite people to your stream and allow them to stream on your stream temporarily or for a period of time so that they can actually use your stream. This is a great option that I just discovered just now. How about that? And that's why I wanted to do a dive into Twitch and the content section, because you can have guests on your Twitch channel. Miss Sexy is looking at me like, really? So if Miss Sexy E wants me to stream on her channel, she goes to this section, she adds my email address, it sends me an invite, it gives me a new stream key and the instructions, and then I can go ahead and I can stream on her channel. Isn't that a wonderful feature to have? You're welcome. The next section we will look at is your moderator section. And this is more for your Twitch bot to do some of the good evening, Aurora Eateries. This allows you the bot inside of Twitch to do some of the moderating for you, especially for new streamers who haven't gotten out in the community yet and not have found moderators to assist them. Some of us were lucky and came out the gate and found moderators coming out the gate, and then also were able to use our significant others and family as our moderators. For myself, I actually was lucky enough to find someone who was willing to mod for me at the beginning of my streaming career and actually taught Miss Sexy E how to be a moderator. So then she has become the moderator extraordinaire because the moderator extraordinaire that I found on Twitch gave her some quick tutorial classes. And as even though I'm a streamer who mods, for you moderators, that may be a great option to look into, having streams on teaching people how to mod. So that, especially when you run across new streamers, so we need to be able to teach our mods. So there's a good option for y'all, because, and I know that there are other people out there teaching mod classes, but I'll tell you something else. If you don't know the mod class exists, you don't go to that mod class. And if you are a mod who goes to a lot of new streamers who are not aware of the mod classes, then if you're holding or replicating that mod class, you have a whole new classroom of people who otherwise would not be able to get access to it. And I'm just going to give you just a small example of what I mean. So, and this can be answered in the chat out loud, but you can say it in your head as well. How many people in this stream know the streamer Cleveland Terry? And the reason I asked that question about the streamer Cleveland Terry is the person who actually introduced me to Twitch, because he was a streamer I followed on YouTube, and he is the one who pushed me over to Twitch, because on YouTube he used to do his tech talks, but he would not stream music because he didn't want to fight with the content issues on YouTube, and Twitch allows us to actually play music. So he was pushing DJs to come over to Twitch. That's how I got over here. That's a side story. But my point is, he does tech talk on DJ related gear, streaming, hardware, the whole shebang. If you don't know him, then you won't go to his stream. So what I decided to do is replicate some of that, not taking away from his thunder, because I make sure that my tech talks do not coincide with his tech talks. Because I actually go to his tech talks and he goes into a whole lot of detail than I'm going right now. But my point is, if you don't know he exists, you don't go to a stream. So for moderators who may be thinking, hey, somebody's already doing that, if your audience doesn't know that person exists, you either tell them about mod class, or you create the mod class yourself, or you do both. I decided to do both. I do the tech talks, and I let streamers know about other people who are doing tech talks, and Cleveland Terry is one of them. If you know DJ Guy Williams, he's another one who does tech talk. There's one more, and their name it doesn't come to mind right now. But if it comes to me during the stream, I will say it. But I have no problem giving you information to other tech talk type people, because for one, they have been doing it a whole lot longer than me. They actually have a full show with interviews. They actually go and find the people from the industry that either is working for the companies or developing the hardware, software, and actually interviews them to show you the best way to use it. Product reviews. Thank you very much, DJ Ham. They do product reviews. I have not gotten to that point yet. I am just giving you information out there. And I guess this is a form of a product review, but I don't do it to no level that they do it. So, to get back to Twitch, because that's where we're supposed to be at, you have the ability to set the role of the Twitch bot. I have it set at level one with limited moderation or very little moderation, because I love to handle or have my mods handle the chat, because it's easier to tell them to do or not to do something than for me during a stream to go in here and change the level of access. And I hope that does make sense to y'all. But we can go in there, and when you go in there, it tells you what is in the setting. It has a way of aggregation, which is threatening, enticing, promoting violence or harm. You can adjust the level of the filtering, bullying, just to name a few. There's a whole bunch in here, but it allows you to really set the levels of what you are allowing on your stream. What's going on, Silent Professor? Everybody follow everybody that's in the chat. Make sure, because we all are good streamers, we have good products and good contents for you. So make sure everybody's following everybody. But that's one of the features that's what the auto mod option does. It allows you to set that moderation up front. And I've noticed on a lot of stream channels, for example, the word sissy is in the filtering as a bad word. So that's the nickname I call JB, my sister, Sissy. So every time I say sissy, it actually filters it out and it doesn't go through. And I actually have to change the way I spell sissy to get it across, SIS space SY, and it goes through. And there is something that streamers should know, because I know there's been some issues with people going to streams and being banned for no reason. And sometimes it's an innocent word that you said that the auto mod has booted you out because it didn't meet one of the requirements, or it met one of the requirements to ban you. So that is a Silent Professor. That is a good thing to say. And I'm not giving excuse for anything or anybody, but when you go to streams, please make sure that you are careful with your words, because words that you don't think is harsh may be harsh to the streamer themselves, and they have put the Autobot in a setting that stops that word from going through and can actually get you banned. So you do have to be careful. And that's the very next section we're going into, the block terms and phrases. You can actually put phrases in here and it will actually sometimes ban you from it. And a street comes to mind. It's a joke that goes back years back. There is a street called South Exchange. That's basically sex change with an S in it, with a space between the X and the E. If the phrasing of the sentence takes that in as a bad word, and you say I live on South Exchange, you just got booted. So that's just a simple example. I have a navigation example as well that they fix. It's for older navigation systems. When you try and use navigation to go somewhere, you use the term interstate, Interstate 75, Interstate 5, Interstate 90, Interstate 85. Well, it used to be that was also the command to tell the navigation system to change the state. So if you said interstate, then interstate would actually try and change the state, and the upgrades are changed from, they change the navigation system from interstate to change state. And that, it's just to give you an example how silly it is. If you have certain words or certain things in place, then you have to be careful with it. If the wording is incorrect, then it may get you banned. So you just got to be careful. The next section we're going to take a look at here is the affiliate section. And this only becomes available once you have been given the invitation to become affiliate. Once you receive that invitation, then you're able to see this option. And in here is where you actually do your onboarding for your to start receiving monies from Twitch. In here, you would actually go through the steps of the onboarding, which means you would have to fill out the paperwork to basically accept a 1099. You would actually be able to add your payout method, where your money is going, and then you're able to look at your agreement that you agreed to become affiliate. I'm just going to talk about them. I'm not going to go into them because, again, that will start giving out sensitive information. I'm just going to talk about the different sections. And then also in here, you are able to do some things with your subscriptions. A lot of streamers did not know this, that you can actually name the tiers of your subscriptions once you become affiliate. And as everybody knows here, if you're on this stream, you're a part of Club Force. So your tiers are based on being Club Force. So you have your Club Force, your standard welcome to Club Force. You have your VIP if you take the second tier subscription. If you take the third tier subscription, then you are an ultimate Club Force subscriber. But you get to name your subscription levels. And then you're also able, which is a new section I'm just learning about, to add your level subscriptions. So in here, you get to name or put icons up for viewers to see the length of the subscriptions by the badge that's next to the name. And if you've been in the chat room and you're trying to figure out what are these little icons that sit next to your name in the chat room, here's where it's being generated, right up in here, based on how long you've been a member to the stream. You can select all of these options, and it does it based on the length. The longer you have subscribers, the longer you have the ability to have the long subscribers, the more icons that will probably be going up here. So it even says here for me, keep going. Your next badge will unlock in October of 2020, October 27th, 2021, which is saying right there. And then my last slot, so you have a max, will be added on April 27th, 2000. Oh, that's when my last one was unlocked. I'm sorry. So one of the areas I'm going to have to work on for my subscribers is to actually provide them with badges for the different levels or the length of time that they've been on my stream. The next section we have here is your manage badge section. And it says, please upload 3 different sizes of your badge. And it gives you the requirements of the badges. And it allows you to upload based on where they're at. So it coincides with the top section. You can't come here and add them. They only display what's there. Here's where you actually come and add the actual information or actual logos. So you know that's going to be a task for us to be able to Professor, I see that silent professor. I will be getting in touch with you because and I'll kind of give you a little background of myself. I don't call myself a jack of all trades, but I will research and learn what I want to learn to do what I want to do. So I'm good at doing something, or I have the capability of doing something, but it's not necessarily my forte. I just make it available. And this Tech Talk is a great example. I'm not doing a lot of content trying to solicit manufacturers to allow me to view their products and actually do tech talk based on their equipment. I just saw that I had a struggle learning all this stuff, and I didn't have an avenue to be taught how to use this stuff. And as Tax Talk could tell you, when you go to some of the actual streamers and ask for assistance like that, they'll point you to a video, but they don't necessarily explain how to use it, where I want to put a gap in there and say, I want to give you the content. And if I say, go look at a video, it's because I made the video, so I know it exists and I know it breaks it down just so that you can understand it. But it's not my forte. So silent professor, that sounds like that's a whole separate stream right there. How to do this stuff. I will be reaching out to you. Who knows? Once I get better in the stream, we may set it up to where we actually do an interview or something like that, where you can actually show us how to do stuff like that. Yeah, some people do take advantage of the help. And personally for me, I don't mind watching videos. I don't mind doing these tech talks or watching tech talks. I'm more of a person that says, okay, I understand the video on how to do it. Where is it printed so I can read it? I'm not a reader, but I understand by reading. And I want to make that clear. I can read, but I'm not a reader. I don't go just read books for the sake of reading books. But I know if I want to understand something, I need to read it. I get frustrated when you try and show me stuff. So I like people to tell me where I can look it up so I can read it. I don't mind being shown, but that's kind of my preferred method. So because of that, I kind of like, I need you to just like tell me where the text is so I can read it. And if I need the video for help, I'll get the video for help. And And at Real Tax Talk, that is the goal. As your listener, as your follower, the idea is, and I said it in the last stream, support for support. If I see stuff, or if I see a question that could be beneficial to everybody, not just me, then I'll ask it. A couple of the questions I asked you, I actually knew the answer to. So I was either looking for clarity, or I was saying, oh, it's a bunch of DJs out here who I know just went out, and I know they use the example of the generator, who just went out and had to rent generators to go and do our outside party. So does that mileage count? And your answer is yes. I thought it should too, but that answered the question. And I do the same thing. If I'm multitasking, I can watch a video, but chances are it's going to sit in the back of my head and like just brew, so to speak. And then when I'm ready to do it, then I can pull it up to the front. Sometimes it'll catch me off guard and I'll be doing something else, and then it makes sense to me and I'll go, light bulb. And they'll go, what are you talking about? It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's just something I saw in a video yesterday. Fester. There's the word. See, DJ Hams, that's why you my mod. Fester. Now, but let's get back to the text talk, y'all. I don't mind the conversation. I love it, but I wanted to, kind of make sure that we cover what I want to cover. And I'm looking at the badge flare, and it says, let the tier 2 and tier 3 subscribers show off their support with badge flare. Either use the default Twitch star or upload your own custom. And then there's a link that says learn more. And that's something I'm probably going to read because I want to know what that means. I want to know how my tier 2 and tier 3 subscribers can benefit, because I don't know about you. Right now, my stream is too basic for me to even try and solicit tier 2 and tier 3 subscribers. So I need to find out what other things I can do to make it worth the while of paying an extra few pennies a month, few dollars a month in some cases, to actually be a higher tier subscriber. I mean, I'm really happy that everybody that has subscribed to the tier 1 level. But I do want to know what features I can offer. I don't necessarily want you to take the subscription. I just want to offer it to you in case you do. So this is one of them. I'm going to have to do some research on that one to see what that flare does. And then there is a social guideline. My tech mod talked to me about this, about Twitch guidelines. And it said here, before submitting your badge or flare, make sure it adheres to the Twitch subscriber badge guidelines. Submissions in violation of these rules will be rejected and may result in action against your account. So you just can't go grab any old thing and make it your badge. And I'm pausing because I'm reading what the silent professor said about tier 2. So he says, giving your tier 2 subs exclusive mixes, designs, or something else. Or he says we can actually give them access to Discord. So that is something that I will be looking into, because some of that I kind of do for free now. I do have mixes that you can download outside of Twitch where you're able to get them for free. Though you're right, I don't load every mix up there, so I could add an option to give them access to exclusive mixes. So there is an option that I can look into, or maybe give tier 2 and tier 3 subscribers the ability to request specific mixes or custom mixes for their functions or personal use for their library. So there are some great options there. I never thought about things like that. Thank you very much for that. See, that's that ports for support. Teamwork is the best stream work. You get together, put them heads together, and you can come up with ideas to make your stream better. And that is basically affiliate section. The next section that I want to take a look at is your viewer rewards. Inside of your viewer rewards, you have your channel points, your emotes, and your drops. In here, you have the ability under your channel points to enable the channel points, name the channel points, and then manage rewards and challenges based on those channel points. So for the streamers, this is where you add those little notes that you give to your subscribers while they're watching the stream. Your hydrates, my run it back command. In case y'all didn't know, there's a run it back command on my stream where you can actually ask or request a song to be redone or replayed. And that's regardless to, for me anyway, it's regardless to me doing a all request set or a live set. You can actually put it in and you can actually request a song to be played again. You get in here, you get to be able to set how many channel points it'll take to do something like that. Yeah. You are able to see, this is what happens when your actual screen is off to the side. So in here, you have your options down here where you can add your custom rewards, and you can visit collections. When you visit the collections, there's a section there where you have preset rewards that you can just add to automatically, as opposed to having to create your own custom collection or reward. So there it is, the hydrate, for example. If I want to add a posture check, which I'm going to do just to show you how to do it, now it's an option. It's going to cost you 100 channel points to do that, or 100 force points. If I were to wear a hat, I can have me take my hat off. Unfortunately, I don't like hats. I can actually put stuff in here to add rewards, timeouts, poll suggestions, mod polls. So they give you a bunch of custom collections or rewards, so that you're able to do what you can to make that stream run just a little more smoothly. And I see the Silent Professor here has a couple of statements up that we want to look at. And we'll look at that. So he gave a suggestion for a tier 3. Could be something like a stream with a user playlist. And I'm assuming with that you mean that you allow your tier 3 subscribers to create the playlist. He also went to add and say, I really don't use mine, meaning the rewards section, but it's an easy way to market your stream by adding different things. And I'll say this, kind of off subject, there are a bunch of plugins that are out there that allows you to port in more stuff than what's in Twitch. For example, if you haven't, it's not on this particular stream because of how I'm streaming, but there is actually a feature that allows, there are channel points that you can use to have certain sounds pop up on my stream. I don't have it personally, but one example is I know a streamer who likes to have the theme that John Cena play whenever something spectacular is done. So then the person can then redeem their channel points. That sound pops up on the stream in conjunction with whatever you're doing. And it's just nice. It's a brief interruption, but hey, it's nice. Oh, okay, DJ Ham. I don't know if that's what he was saying, but that is a good idea or a good thought. DJ Ham says, I think it means that the streamer, as a streamer, you can look at their playlist and know what they like to hear. That is interesting. And do that without asking. And that probably do something I would do instead of doing that subscriber only stream option, which we'll get into, because there's some plus and minuses to subscriber stream only streams. And then they have their list of what they call default rewards, which you can turn on and off. So the standard highlight your message, lock a random sub, send messages in sub only mode, choose an emote to unlock, and modify a single emote. Those are kind of like the standard ones. Well, not, and DJ Ham's out, since we brought it up and I did say it and you made a comment on it, there is a extra issue with this. So the DJ Hams asks, if you do a subscriber only stream, you'll limit how many new people you can draw in. It also doesn't count towards your goal to your next level. So if you're, well, obviously if you're below affiliate, you don't have subscribers to have a subscriber only stream. But once you become affiliate and you have subscriber only streams, it doesn't count towards you becoming partner. So you're limiting your stream time and you're changing your, conscrewing your stats a little bit, because that subscriber only stream will not show up. Yep. Well, it's a double-edged sword, and that's your point as well. But I just wanted to expound. Not only does it limit who could come and watch your stream, it would limit your ability to go to the next level. And just to say, for an example, if I had a subscriber-only stream and somebody wanted to raid me, as soon as they put in the raid command, it's going to tell them up front, only subscribers can go into the stream. And if they raid through and there are a bunch of new people, then they will not be able to access the room. So, or to prompt them to subscribe to be able to see the content. And I don't like it when it tells me I have to follow just to chat. So I'm not going to have you subscribe just to see what was going on, because I may have a bunch of crap going on in your opinion. So that is the where we at channel point section. The next section that kind of got me excited when they changed this. What's going on, DJ Touch? The other thing that got my attention is the subscriber emote section. Boy, did they beef this up, and I like it. So just to give you an update, and y'all make sure y'all following DJ Touch. I'm not taking away and saying that, everybody that's coming here, I have told y'all to follow him. He's in that list, so make sure y'all follow him. Support for support. And following him means not just click the follow thing or the follow button. Go ahead, look at his content. He is an awesome DJ. He gives, as a matter of fact, I don't say we got a silent rivalry going, but we're going to be doing something special in the near future just to show off both of our DJ skills. So just to let you know. So we're in the emote section. I love what they've done with this section, where they're allowing you to do uploads. And let me back up a little bit. So to be able to create and upload emotes to your streams, you have to become affiliate so that you're able to access the feature. What's going on there? This is Cranbrook. We got another person you need to follow. Awesome Gamer, right? No, producer. Awesome Producer. Silent Professor. We got our content as far as emotes, as far as badges, things of that nature for design. He's good for that, so y'all need to follow him. You got a lot of awesome DJs in here. You need to follow them. And make sure that you are not just following them. Like I said just a few minutes ago, make sure you're going in there, looking at their content. You got Real Tax Talk in the room. He does a great information on taxes. You got questions or comments. Not only does he answer them on the live stream, if he's unable to answer on the live stream, he will allow Whispers to get questions asked or answered. So these people are awesome streamers, and they give you content. And that's the point of us having content to share with one another, to make and complement each other's stream. So in the emote section where we're at, it used to be that you can, based on your subscriptions, you are able to add emotes. And I don't know anytime. I don't know the numbers exactly. I'm giving you numbers that are off the top of my head, but based on the number of subscription you have, you are able to unlock emotes. Affiliate, I believe, gives you one. Then you have to go to 15 to get another. Then you have to go to 50 to get another, so on and so forth. And then you're able to add emotes based on that. And then, which is a feature that is given to the higher tiers, you are able to add emotes for your higher tiers. That way you have emotes and content out there for your subscribers to me. It's not only to give them something to actually do, it also gives you silent branding and silent advertising. I have ran across so many people who have told me they follow streamers just because they have, follow streamers, They subscribe to streamers just because they have awesome emotes. So this is kind of a way to put yourself out there, because that means when one of your subscribers goes to another stream and fires off your emote, one of the other people in the stream right mouse clicks it to see the name of it, to see where it came from. So if they want it as well, they go to that channel and they subscribe to that person and never go to your stream at all. And that's the funny part about it. They'll never come to your stream, but they just love your emotes. So this is, I want to say, Twitch business cards. The thing that I've learned about the emotes is that you can do it on two levels. You can do it based on the number of subscribers you have, and then you can do it also based on the support from your subscriber. So there you have your bit tier points, and it actually you have it spelled out. If a subscriber gives 1,000 bits, they now will have access to this emote. If they do 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000. Now, here's the thing that I've noticed and I like about this. If you cheer in a channel and you meet these goals, you get these emotes regardless to your subscription status with that person. So, and it threw me for a loop, because it was some subscribers that I wasn't subscribed through, but I had one emote sitting in there that I could use from them. And that's because I cheered 1,000 bits to them. So that one emote is available because of loyalty of me supporting the channel, not just by subscription, but by cheering. So I like that they have that in here. So just an FYI for y'all, that's a lot of reasons a lot of people will actually cheer you, because if you have one of those cheer emotes and it's in there, one of those emotes in the cheering section, and the stream will tell you where those emotes are. When you go into their stream, you can stream that amount and you permanently keep that emote. As long, I won't say permanently, as long as the subscriber makes the streamer makes the emote available, you have access to it. So that I hope y'all get that. So when you get into this section right here, this has nothing to do with subscription status, all about cheering. And I will say the cheering is accumulative and not a one time. So if you cheer 5 bits a week to a streamer, and you hit that 1,000 cheer by cheering 5 cheers a week, this becomes available to you, and it goes across the board. And then like I say, once it's available to you, unless the streamer changes it or removes it, it's available to you. So, and I turned my head so y'all don't hear me as well. So that's basically those particular, what those cheers, or not cheers, I'm in the wrong spot, what those emotes are for. But the thing that I keep bragging about and the thing that I like is actually sitting behind me. So actually what I am going to do real quick is I am going to take my picture and move it to the other side so that I can show it to you. Okay, so what they have allowed us to do now is that we can now upload our emotes before they are available to use. In the past, the way they had it set up is you had to meet specific goals to be able to allow the emotes to be able to upload the emote. So in the past, this section right here was not even available. So once all my slots were full, I either had to do something to open up a new slot or remove an emote to add a new emote. So what they've done now is that they've actually allowed you to keep a library of your emotes. So you can upload, and I'll say that I have not looked up to see if there's a max yet, but you are able to keep a library of your emotes and change them out as you want to use them. And I just almost jumped for joy when I saw that option, because there are certain things that you want to take out and then you want to keep for future reference. Perfect example is with me hitting 1,000 followers. I wanted to create a 1K emote, but I'm not going to always use that 1K emote. So then I can, with this feature, I can upload it, have it ready. I can now go make my next goals emote, the 2K, 5K, 10K, whatever I want to do. Upload them now, have them ready, and when I hit that mark, make it available in my emote walls. So I like that they did that for us. And it's basically, you create your emote, you upload it, and then it's there. If you want to assign an emote somewhere, and I'm not saying this is the only way you can do it, but it's the way I know you can do it. You select a spot that you want to remove. I say I want to remove this dance. It'll ask me, do I want to remove it from the slot? I'll remove it from the slot. Now this slot is available to add whatever I want to add to it. I now can go over here to my library and let's say I'm going to add it back. So I click on the emote that I want to add, and then it tells me it's not assigned anywhere. Then I say where I want it to go. So it's saying right here, everything's grayed out. So if it's grayed out, it's not available. The 1K slot is available, which is right here. So as soon as I select the 1K, it is now saved and assigned. DJ Hams, you haven't met model number 1. So it is correct. The correct pronunciation is library, but model number 1 is, if you can correct me, you know what I mean. That's motto, M-O-T-T-O. You can't dispute it. Is it a correct model to have? If you can correct me, you know what I mean. Yeah, Janice got introduced. JB got introduced to that. Sorry. She got introduced to that very young in her life. Yeah, so I don't mind criticism. I'm just messing. Hey, it took me X amount of years to properly say, and I paused to say it, Chicago. Try not to say the R, that's the silent R. That's the joke. And we do have to have correct pronunciation. I'm still... Oh, there is your business card. I saw that on your stream. Well, you know, Hams, being from the Michigan area, you're debating Lasser over Lasher and Livernois, though it's spelled with an S because the S is silent. You know how that goes. But this back to this. This is a cool feature. This one feature is why I wanted to go in to do this Twitch stream, this Tech Talk, just for this one feature, because it is awesome. You can create your emotes ahead of time. You can assign them as you need them. So, and I'm just saying, if you are a person who's into Halloween, you can start creating and uploading your Halloween emotes. I'm not a person who's into Halloween. That's why I say that. And if you're into Christmas, you can actually start put together your Christmas emotes and uploading them now. You're into Hanukkah or any other holiday, Labor Day is coming up. You want to do flags and stuff like that. You can start working on them now and uploading them and then making them available as long as you want them on your streams. And I think that's awesome that Twitch actually set that up. And that, like I say, that one feature is the whole reason I wanted to go into the Twitch Tech Talk, because you should be able to see what Twitch has done in the past versus the current features. And another reason at Tech Talk, another reason why I don't like when they say go look at a video, they're going to send you a video from 1990 something or 2002, 2010, when they had the basic page up, and now the menu options have changed, because the emotes, for example, used to be under the affiliate section because you didn't get it till you became affiliate. So if you go look at a video from a year ago, it's going to tell you to go to the wrong spot for the emotes. Right, and I'm going to have to actually look at revisiting these Tech Talks as I see changes done to the website itself or to the features that I've discussed before. And I understand why these people who do product content and all that really have to go and really research and look stuff up and review stuff and re-review stuff because they changed something. Yes. And and it's just me, and I'm not saying it's not out there. I noticed that when I went to some Tech Talks, they did the same thing I did in the previous Tech Talks and started talking about the Stream Elements and the Stream Labs that can do a lot of this stuff for you. But then I noticed that there are Twitch only content that they're not looking into that needed to be discussed, because the editor option, that's the second reason I actually did the Twitch stream. The editor option that I talked about earlier, nobody knew about, and everybody was trying to scramble. How can I get my mod to run my raid command? How can I get my mod to run my raid command? It doesn't work inside of Streamlabs or Stream Elements. It's in here inside of Twitch here, and you give them the access as editor. I want the global emote with a mask. Really, JB? And I want to go into the last section right here for your rewards is your drops. And drops, when turned on, your followers will be able to be alerted when you have a chance to earn in-game loot. It takes up to 5 minutes for your drops enable status to change to reflect the system in the system. So you are allowed to, for I guess based on games and campaigns you're on, you are allowed to allow them to actually get in-channel game loot So this looks like it's specifically for a gamer, and then it lists all the campaigns that are currently out. And once you start the campaign, then they're able to earn the loot in that section. You gamers, you know a little more about that than I do. I'm not a gamer. I dabble in games. I'm actually looking how to take my Xbox, not Xbox. I don't have an Xbox. Well, there's an Xbox in the house, but I don't have one. The PlayStation 4, and actually port it to OBS, game capture, and actually put it out on my stream so I can play and game with the games I do play with. But after doing the research, I need to upgrade my system, which I'm in the process of doing. It needs an i7 Intel processor or higher, and I'm using i5s right now, so it won't let me do what I want to do. So my next system will have an i7, or depending on how I know how I'm going to build the system, because I'm going to do a custom build. I'm not just going to buy one. So I will probably build up with the motherboard and the processor being the last thing I purchase, so that I can have, well, motherboard, processor, and memory, so that I can have available to me the latest processor that's out there, because I don't want to get an i7, and then i9 comes out, and then Sony does something to update the game capture feature and is requiring you to use the i9. If I wait for the i9, then I'll have the latest out there. So that is the game. I'm not game. That is your viewer reward section. And let me collapse some of these so I can get some room back. The next section is your gaming tools. If you want to know what works with Twitch streaming tools section tells you what works with Twitch. You can't get no more simpler than that. So whichever broadcasting software you want to use, it lists what it knows, or what they know will work with Twitch. And it goes from computer to mobile. Gives you broadcasting tools, and then it starts talking about the broadcasting tools, your Streamlabs, your Stream Elements, your Soundtrack, which is by Twitch. Your Opera events, your Muxi, your own 3D Pro. So it actually gives you information on what works with Twitch. And moving emotes, won't they become available to partners? They're not available to affiliates yet, but I get your point. With that upload option, you can prepare them now and get them ready, so that when it goes to affiliates level, you have the moving emotes. Then you have your extension section. This section allows you to be able to add extensions to your streams, and they have been tested and they work with Twitch. Crowd control, DD Beyond interactive overlays, Jackbox audience kit, game expansion tools, schedules and countdown, loyalty and recognition, streaming tools. I I hate that my screen is cut off as a screenshot, but viewer and editor or viewer something. Well, let me scroll over. Naturally, it won't let me scroll over to see what that is. But you're able to look at the different things that they have out here, and you know that these things work with Twitch because Twitch is telling you up front, we've tested them and we know these work with our service. So if you guys wanted to put Instagram on your information on your Twitch, Twitter, and then it goes through everything, your schedule again, schedule countdowners, stats and trackers. It is so much stuff they have in here, different stuff. So here's the sound alert thing that I was talking about earlier, where you can actually cheer or use channel points. You can cheer and use channel points to have specific sounds that I have selected to play on my stream. And like I said, right now it's not available because of the way I'm streaming. When you do when you stream to multi services, you lose features because you're not connected directly to Twitch. And just an FYI for you multi-streamers, when you go partner, they don't want you to do that. They're going to require you to sign an agreement that says you will stream live on Twitch and record it and make it available to the other streaming platforms. Just an FYI, some things I did learn doing my search throughout the internet. And then, like I said, it has all the different features. You're in your everybody, and I think I'm going to try it because we're doing it live, but like right here, it has your Prime subscription and salute reminder. So we're going to enable it. And basically, it puts into your stream to remind people, hey, if you got channel points, if you have a Prime sub available, you can use it for to pay a subscription for this streamer. And then it basically asks, how do you want to set it up? Under what component? It's already here. Oh, this is actually the example. It's not the actual. It tells you how to do it. So then it takes you to the channel. And there it is right there. And I hit activate. I set it the overlay. It'll replace what I have out there. So I may not want to do that. Let's see what I have available. I don't think I want component 2. I don't think I want what's in there. So it's going to replace what I have on my page already. And now there's an option on my page that will remind you, okay, I just turned off the sound alerts to turn on the Prime sub. So I want to put that back. Put that as component 2. Replace that. Done. And what's in component 1? We'll set it as component 1. So I had nothing in component 1. So component 1 is now available. I can't. What's going on, Queen Rock? I can't do it now because I'm not connected directly to Twitch for the feature to go up. But what happens is, it maybe, let's see, if I go back up to my stream manager, if you ever wanted to know what that circle is on some of the streamers where I have the arrow, that is saying that one of those alerts are active. So now, if I go over here, there's a gallery image library. There's the prime loot. So if you were on my stream and you wanted to use your prime sub, it'll let you do it from right there. So that's the extension part. Silent Professor, it sure is a good one, because I keep reminding. Right now I got it set to my mods actually put the command in and remind them about the prime sub. But if it's sitting there and they look at it and they see it sitting in the corner on the stream, they'll sit there and go, boop, what's this? Oh, I can subscribe with this. So that in a nutshell is our creator dashboard. What's going on, DJ T-Rail? I remembered. That is our overview of the Twitch creators dashboard. It allows you to look at a lot of features that's inside of Twitch. It allows you to be able to control your content to a great degree. It gives you additional streaming tools that allows you to do so much more with your stream and make your stream runs a lot better. So what do you guys think about these wonderful features that are just inside of Twitch? And I love it because you don't need anything else to run these features. Yes, I love the different features that OBS Studio does allow. When and I know yesterday I did my 1,000 followers show, and I wanted to start off by showing you the overlays that I actually started off with when I started my stream. But when I did my first streams, I did not use OBS Studio. I was actually able to use Virtual DJ Direct. So all I had to do was have the camera connected to my laptop that runs my DJ software, and then plug everything else into the controller. And then I had full functionality. And then even Virtual DJ has overlays that you can download from the Virtual DJ site to make your overlays, and then you can actually import images and videos to run. So I couldn't run my first streams because I haven't used Virtual DJ to stream with in a good 9 to 10 months. I'll use it sparingly, probably when I'm remote, so it's less equipment I have to carry, because I do have a separate computer running OBS from the computer that I actually DJ from, because I want the DJ laptop to have access or full, has the ability to utilize the RAM fully just for the DJ software. Yes, I actually do. My first Tech Talk was actually on Virtual DJ. And as a matter of fact, right now we're listening to Virtual DJ in the background using the auto mix function. I never got with Sam Broadcaster. I actually do run currently a internet radio station, and I won't say I don't like, I didn't really get into using Sam Broadcaster because I got my hosting server with enough space for me to run my radio station completely on the net, so I don't have to worry about issues with the system here, or I didn't have to worry about available bandwidth, me running a Twitch stream, for example, and running my radio station 24/7. So I do rely on my auto DJ on my server, which I have enough space to keep the music up there and just rotate it periodically. Okay. I'll suggest, unless you're going back to your previous company, I would suggest TorontoCast, torontocast.com. They're based in Canada. They actually have negotiated so that the copyright issues that you would have with some of the other servers, they actually have the copyright incorporated into their cost, and they are relatively inexpensive because it is basically, even though they have went and got the copyright licensing so that you can stream through their server, they are a small company that really is out there trying to help you stream. And when I say issues, there are some bugs with them. One example is they have a problem with daylight savings time, but outside of that, they have very little to no issues. My uptime is well above 95%. So if you want to give them take a look at them, torontocast.com. They do both Shoutcast and Icecast servers. You can actually run them in conjunction. I like them for that too. So you can actually use both of them and reach both platforms. God, we'll see, $165 a year. TorontoCast. Their base, which is 20 gig of room for auto DJ, running about $9 a month. So they're a little below the $165 a year. That's why I like them. But it's nice to it's nice to talk about those things and give those options out there. I love TorontoCast, and I've tried various servers. This is the one I've been at the longest, and it's almost a set it and forget it. I do log on every so often to make sure that nothing's wrong. Periodically, once a week, I reboot the server to make sure it's not lagging. Other than that, it runs automatically. All right, we have actually come to more of the end of the stream here because we've went through all the features of the creator dashboard, and at this point, curious if anybody has any questions. Oh, what was that text? Let's see what Real Tax Talk is talking about here. What's going on, Papa the Nuts? Thank you very much. So Real Tax Talk is talking to say, I would like to start a secondary show with doing DJing on Twitch, but not sure how that would work because of the DMCA. Though if the DJ do not plan to save those streams. So yeah, we did talk about that earlier. If you're selective in your music and you know it well enough. Well, thank you very much, DJ Dre. We talked about that because we talked about that earlier. If you know your content, then you can, if you know what you can look at to get around the copyright. For example, this music that I'm playing in the background, I know I have the rights to play it, so I'm not being blocked here. I'm not being blocked on YouTube, because if they flag it, I know the content owner, this is original music, and he will just give me access. And if anybody's blocking it, it's him. And I say, hey, take that restriction off. That's me. So the replay will be available on YouTube. My channel is youtube.com. I have to remember because I have two YouTube IDs. I think it's youtube.com/HHarvey3. Let me just look at that to make sure. Yes. So yep, the URL is HHarvey3 at youtube.com/HHarvey3. That's one place that you'll find it. I am recording it here on Twitch. So once the stream is done, it'll be available for review on Twitch for, I believe, 15 days. So you can watch it here, the replay here for 15 days on Twitch, or you can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/HHarvey3, and you can view it as there as well. I've also done a tech talk on Stream Elements as well as Streamlabs, and they are also on, those two are exclusively on YouTube, though I did the live stream here. You can go there and you can view all of the tech talks. You are welcome. Please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I am pro Twitch, but YouTube for me is a great option to store recording and not have to worry about server space. And I try to be as informative and educational as possible, because I think that's what we need. We need to actually be able to go out here and have reliable content that helps you improve your stream and give you motivation to move forward. That's a lot of the stuff with me. I know at the early points of my streaming days, it was a lot of frustration because I got more criticism on how the stream was going more than I was getting constructive criticism to show me how to improve it. I had a few people, and I have no problem in shouting them out, even though they're not here. Cleveland Terry was one who gave a lot of constructive criticism. He would actually come to the streams, he would watch the stream, and then he did not blast me on the stream. he would actually whisper me after the stream and say, here's what I noticed. Why didn't you do this? I noticed you didn't have this available. My first stream, for an example, I had no camera. When I got the laptops to do my DJing, I made sure there was not a camera on it because I didn't want the camera to waste resources when I was DJing. So I had no camera, and he came on and he gave me he made a comment in one of his tech talks to say, hey, don't try and be perfect. You need to get out there. You need to start streaming. Stream with what you got and improve from there. So he looked at my first stream and he said, I noticed you didn't have a camera. I noticed that your graphics were a little blurry. And I explained to him I'm using an older system. I didn't have a camera. And just like you said, I got to start with what I got and work from there. But my point was, he gave positive criticism instead of sitting in the stream nitpicking and complaining about what was going on in the stream. And I had a lot of people who would do that. Oh, the wording looks bad. It looks crappy. It's this. And I'm like, well, I'm DJing now. I'm not about to stop DJing to fix a blurry word. That'll have to wait until the next time I stream. So that's what kind of helped motivate me to do stuff like this. It's a platform where you can learn and somebody is not negatively impacting your efforts to make your stream better. And sometimes, yes, you do need some harsh words to motivate you, but not everybody works off of harsh motivation. Sometimes if you give me good information, constructive information, I'll take it and I will run with it. But if all I hear is that don't look right, well, especially when you say that don't look right. So what don't look right? That. What is that? That right there. You're really being helpful. What are you saying there? Text talk. Let's see what you're saying. And y'all have to excuse me. I love this feature chat option. And it says, I've been working up as well with the backdrops you seen last night was a gift from another streamer. The lightning that lights me up was another gift from another streamer to help me improve my streams. I still am making sound and video improvements, but they're a work in progress. I agree with you because like I said, when I did my first stream, I actually did it with Virtual DJ and my controller. And if you are a DJ, you know that one of the things they did not really work on, especially with the early controllers, were the mics. So the mic input was crappy at best. So I went and grabbed an old mixer, and DJ Hams can attest to a lot of this, and so is Miss Sexy E and JB Wright. So I grabbed an old external mixer I had and got a secondary laptop and began to stream from it, processing everything through this external mixer. The external mixer developed a short in the mic controls. So it would sound perfect and then it would drop. Then I'd have to shake it and readjust it. It would sound perfect, then it was too loud. Then it was too low. I know the Rock Experience, we talked about that before where we both use external mixers. But I will say, because of the support that I got from this channel as I streamed and started getting subscription or got affiliate status, started getting subscriptions, start getting cheers and things of that nature, it enabled me to go ahead and begin upgrading my system. So now I have a external mixer that actually has a USB input. So a lot of the times, once I've set the volume level, it stays consistent because it's not dependent on necessarily on the levers and knobs. It's actually being digitally sent over via USB. So with this mixer, I can actually change the volume externally for inside of Club Forest and it not necessarily impact what's going to the computer. I have to tell it to impact what's going through the computer. As far as the main volume, and I guess I should say it this way, the controlling the individual devices are controlled and goes and pipes through the USB, but the master volume is not piped via USB. So I can turn the master to whatever level I need, and it doesn't affect the quality of what's going into the stream. So I like doing the upgrade for that particular mixer. And it is the Pro FX, if you wanted to know which external mixer I'm talking about. And now I do, and I'm not hearing the complaining. I see it in the meter, but I'm hearing, I'm not hearing people saying as much. I can't hear you. You're not making sense. Unless I turn my head, and I'm understanding that. But I do see moments where I do max out on the settings in OBS. So I'm still slowly tweaking it to get the best sound. But like I say, I'm not hearing anybody saying, hey, you're too loud. And I know today I'm way louder than the music because I purposely set the music at half volume so that there is no discrepancy on hearing me. Yep, I use the, like I said, the FX Pro 12 channel. I did promise DJ Hems when I first got it, at some point I would turn on the Force Cam, as I call it, and let you see the mixer while I was doing the stream. I have yet to do it, primarily because my Force Cam is actually a cell phone. And I say that, and I learned that from Cleveland Terry. One of the tech talks that he had was, and why he whispered me, that if you have old cell phones lying around, you have software that allow you to use them as cameras for your stream. I use for Android devices, it's called Android Cam, and it actually allows you to use your it's IP address, or wireless IP, and it actually allows you to connect to the phone and display the camera back to the computer and ultimately to OBS. I like that because that does not take up processing space, because the processing is being done inside of the phone, and the only thing that's being sent to the computer is the picture that you just place in the OBS. And Text Talk, I have that issue too. And I think that's a common thing with streamers, and that's why you have in your channel points the option to tell you to hydrate, because people will look at you and go, I haven't seen you pick up a bottle of water in about 3 hours. I think you need to hydrate. Was it an hour and a half Text Talk? Was it from 9 to 10:30, wasn't it, Eastern? Was 2 hours long. Oh, because you started before I even rated you. Okay. So That's that's pretty much. I'll say this. Let's see. I started the content after. Oh, okay. Because I know I rated you about 9-ish, wasn't it? And then you went over, 2 hours. But it was good. Yes. It would make you very, very, very hoarse. So, as we come to the final moments of the stream, couple of questions I probably want to ask is, what information or what tools or technologies y'all are out there looking at as far as streaming that y'all need help with? I know we've done Stream Elements. We've done Streamlabs. All right, DJ Dre, I appreciate you. And you say Aurora's going on at 7:50. All right, we can hang out and chat until the end. I don't think I have any problem with that. Yeah, I don't have no problem with that. So y'all, we will be raiding Aurora Eatery after we get done with this stream. See, that's what I like about support for support. You actually give support to everybody. All right, DJ Hams, I appreciate you. Yeah, and I am pro small little raid trains. And I am, because we need to be able to go out there and share what we got out there. I was talking to Miss Sexy about stuff like that, and she was asking me different contents about things we can do, and I was like, we should just go out to the park or something sometimes and just go through our day. And real talk, I see you have a question about feature chat. Okay, let me switch over to. Let me switch over, and I'll bring that up, and we can look at it. So I'm talking to myself because I got to remember where I put everything. So that's there. We're going to switch over to feature chat. All right. So you're having problems with getting feature chat to work. So let's kind of make sure we got everything there. And I'll just let you know, you can also add your people that has access to your feature chat so they can actually help you display stuff on the screen. But probably my question is, you did create a browser source for your feature chat, right? And sometimes feature chat takes a deep sleep. And I'm wondering if they do a reboot or something at that time, or an update, because I notice whenever I do my streams, there's a point where it kind of freezes on me. So basically on this screen, you have to create a browser source, and then this URL is your chat to go into OBS. And we had a question. I'll come back to that one. So that's the part you haven't done yet. You haven't created the browser source so that it can view. Okay. You know what I say at work? Hurry up and take your time. I get paid by the hour. So take your time because I get paid by the hour. Just don't have me wait 8 hours because I'm ready to go home. I am actually on a Windows-based computer. I am not a Mac person. I believe Mac locks you down too much. But you want, let's go to OBS. So first, here's what you would do. Before we go to OBS, you would take this browser link and you would actually copy it. Then in OBS, and you see what I mean, but every time I talk, I clip the mic. In OBS, what you would do is you would actually hit plus, and depending on the version of OBS you're using, the verbiage might be a little different, but I'm using OBS Studio and not Streamlabs OBS. I could show you in that one, but I know if I bring up Streamlabs OBS, it'll give me an error message. Well, it probably won't because I'm not connected to Twitch right now. I don't know. But in either case, you would actually select the browser option. You would name it whatever you're going to name it, featured chat, screen chat, or whatever. And then once you do that, you would paste, and I'll show you. I won't go to the step of actually naming it. So once you've named it, it will ask you to, I call it Ask For Us. It'll ask you to post the URL into the URL field. And then once you hit OK, it pops up on OBS, and then you size it to the size you want it to go. Okay, OBS Studio, wonderful. I don't know what would happen if I opened up OBS Studio right now. I mean OBS Live. What is it under? Probably Streamlabs. Streamlabs OBS. So what would happen? It goes out and checks for an update. How about that? So we'll take a look at it. It's doing an update. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm only bringing up the Streamlabs because Janice, JB, you right, 77 asked about it. I'm gonna work on that. I know in my stream we said we're okay with using names, but I still want to work on that. And then, there it is. I'm going to say OBS just didn't show up. I'm still waiting for OBS to load over here on the side. Then I'll move it over. Yeah, it should work, and then you can test it inside of OBS without being connected to Twitch or what your streaming platform. It'll actually work while the OBS is running. Yeah, it's at the taskbar at the bottom. I actually have dual monitors, so it's sitting over here to the side here, and I'm seeing what it's doing. So it's updating and right, it's updating the because I haven't used it in so long. It actually launched an update. And part of the reason why I use a separate device to stream from, because if I had my DJ software running at the same time with OBS and OBS Studio, we would probably be choking right now. All right, so that's the way OBS looks, I guess, when I'm connected to Twitch with another process or another software. Oh, there it is. It's slowly coming up. And I probably should have did this with the Streamlabs demo, with Streamlabs Tech Talk, the integration between Streamlabs and their own OBS version. So everything is here, but basically everything's about the same. You would hit the plus on the source. You would go in here and you would name what it is. It's a browser source. Then you would click add source. You'd give it a name. You would add the source. It asks you to put the source in there. Then you have your options. If you want to use a custom frame rate, if you want to control, if there was audio attached to this, if you want to control it via OBS, shut down when source is not visible, refresh browser when screen becomes active. So when you hit done, there it is right there. And then if I go to the feature chats browser, and why I say you can do it offline, you go to your dashboard, which you're not seeing me do in the background because I'll have to switch scenes. It's now pulling the chats from Twitch. And I know that it's taking a little longer than normal now because I am starting to use resources on the laptop. So it's up. I highlight it. And there it is on Streamlabs OBS. When I'm done, I just clear it out and it's gone. So that's how you would do it on OBS, Streamlabs OBS. It is an awesome service I like to use. And I just saw an event happen here. I just got a raid. Looky here. Welcome Raiders, welcome Raiders. It looks like it is from, I want to say, you got to give me that name. Is that Eldor? Alexdor? Okay. Well, I thank you for the raid. Welcome to Tuesday Tech Talk. We actually was going over the creator dashboard inside of Twitch to show some of the features that have been out there. We're kind of right now at the open mic portion of it, where we're just talking about streaming tools and streaming software that is used to help improve our streams. We're talking about a specific service called Featured Chat, and what Featured Chat does is allow you to use your browser interface with OBS and highlight and display chats that are in your stream. So if you're having a setting like we're having here, where we're having a tech talk and people have questions, you can actually display their question on the screen so that everybody can see it and larger, so that we can actually look at and address the question. So right now where we're at, like I said, we're using Featured Chat. And let me switch over back to Featured Chat so you can see what we're talking about. So this is Featured Chat, and basically it allows, like I said, you to highlight the chats and place them on your stream. So I can just select, gotta switch screens here. I just select the chat, and then I can actually ask it to display it, and then that is being displayed on my stream. And these, I know a lot of people are looking for little features like that to help their streams go better. It's great because it's not the only processing that it's doing is what it takes to have your browser source send it from OBS to your stream. So we're just going over things of that nature. And everybody, please follow everybody. Teamwork is the best stream work, and that's one of the things we promote here, is that we want support. We don't just want follows. We just don't want you, and we appreciate it. We don't just want you to raid us every now and then. We want you to sit in and learn what features are out there so that your stream can become better, and then we actually come and support your stream as well, so that we can show the support that we have, and not just, like I say, following and doing an occasional cheer, but actually help develop your channel so that you're able to have the best stream possible. So that's what we're about here. We are at the same time, I'll say it, a family orientated stream. We do tech talk, we do music streams with all request sets. I'm a DJ myself, so I do DJ. I'm also a minister, so I will actually have a sermon or two up here as well. So we try and provide everything, or a lot of things, so that you have some content that you may like, that you can come and visit. So are you a gamer? And I'm gonna try it one more time. Is it Eldor? Are you a gamer? Are you well, you know what? If I have my commands right, I should not have to ask you that question, huh? Let's see. Esso at Nope, I didn't do it yet. I haven't set mine up to do that. I actually, I do mine for a couple of other streamers. JB Wright 77 that's in the room, the DJ Unique, as well as Miss Sexy E, and I have build commands for their streams. And sometimes the syntax is a little different depending on what I did. So I did have the syntax on some of the streams actually pull your information and your category to be specific to let me know what type of streamer you were, but I haven't incorporated into my commands yet. So I guess I will have to see what type of person you are. But this stream here is purely to help support one another. Whatever we can do to help support within my capabilities, we are willing and happy to do so. Everybody here can attest that if you have a question or if you need help with something, I'll help you out. And if I don't know the answer, I'll go out and find it. Hence this Tuesday Tech Talk, because I want to be able to provide content. Fitness and health. Thank you very much. See, we need exercise in here. We do. I like that. We need fitness and health. We got streamers, we got gamers, we got financial advice, we got and I'm talking about in the stream right now, financial advice, we got producers, we have designers. So we have right now in those 5 categories people to answer questions for you in addition to my tech talk. So that's what we promote here. We try and make this a place that you can come and get information and enjoy getting the information, not just get information, but have a good time with it, because we got to be here. We got to live. We got to do what's out here. So why not make it a fun experience? Why make it a pleasant experience instead of running around grudgingly doing stuff? Be happy about it. Find a way to turn lemon into lemonade. And that's the vibe I want to give. We'll always feel like family. Somebody that you can come talk to, somebody that you can hang out with. Sometimes we don't want to say nothing. We just want to be able to sit back. And I've heard this from various streamers. I ain't gonna mention a lot of names when I give personal conversations, but I've had people approach me and go and say, I was just looking for somewhere I could just chill and be quiet and not worry about nothing. And that's the very stream you had today. I didn't feel like hearing music today. I wanted to hear conversation. I wanted to hear uplifting information. And that's what you provided me today. And that's, I think, the goal that we need to go after. We need to be able to provide what's needed. So whatever you need, we're here. And if we can't find it, if I can't do it, like I just said, there's people in this room right now that can help you do stuff. And we support one another. There's no I in team. It's all about us doing it together. And I plan to do that one. It's kind of weird. We kind of digress to that mode now where we're just having a conversation. I may have days that I'm just going to have talk shows and we're just going to sit here and talk and have a good time. Tell everybody to get their tea, get their coffee. We can all sit down and we can just discuss what's going on. I'm looking to see, and I've seen a couple of other streamers doing this. I want to research to make sure it's not a problem. I actually want to start looking at having content, or I won't say content, videos or TV shows. They're out there now with the internet being so popular. We have a lot of independent artists out there that are making their own content, and they're having it placed on services like YouTube, and it's free to view. I don't see a content issue if it's already on there, but I want to research to see if it's something like that, because it's some stuff out there that I would love to just have. I don't want to say like a movie night on Twitch, but actually see something and not be bound by like the Prime subscription option where you can view if you have a Prime subscription, but actually see independents actually creating content that is comparable or better than the original. And I can give you one good example for people who follow Star Trek. There is a plethora of fan films based on Star Trek, and some of them have better graphics, better content, better storylines than the actual original series. And as a matter of fact, some of them have gotten so good that CBS and Paramount actually sued them because those people actually had content based on, they made on their own, but they actually tiptoed into some of the future Star Treks that they were going to put out on Paramount and CBS, and they actually got sued for that. And then there are some what is his name? Dame Pierce. He does a lot of soap opera type shows that are great. And I want to see about just like having them out there, letting people see it. That way you're still viewing new content, and we're giving something to you that's new and fresh, and not going out there and say, go get on YouTube, because I know you can do this. Go on YouTube and watch Sanford and Son. Go on YouTube and watch Beverly Hillbillies or something like that. You can actually see new content and actually see how the internet has impacted streaming to where these people are creating full quality TV shows and or movies that are comparable or better than what's at the box office right now. And I want to back up a little bit because I went to talking and I saw Tax Talk say something about, okay, if you have tax questions, he can actually research them for you. Okay, as soon as I see her, we'll go ahead and raid over. I appreciate that. So we're going to raid another awesome streamer, Aurora Eatery. So if we can get ready to go over, we can get our emotes ready as we go over. Now let me go over to I'm going over to the see if I see her on the board. So, it's a good opportunity to show you something. Let me do this. Come back over here. And I want to go to this. Nope. I want to go to this. Open this up, switch this over to this one, right? Yep, there we go. So I'm going to switch us back over to the creator dashboard and demonstrate one of the features. So the question becomes, is Aurora Eatery on? And I'll say it as a rule of thumb that I notice. If you plan to stream, I don't know how to spell Aurora. How about that? So let's do this. Because I know she was in the stream. There is her name. You can use the raid channel option. You can actually, if it acts right, so now it's going to go find her, and there she is right there. So now I found her, and I can raid her, and I'll start the raid. And as I start the raid, I will say this for you streamers, so that when you're doing raid trains especially, you want to kind of start prior to your actual start time, somewhere between 5 and 15 minutes, because it does take the Twitch algorithm a little time to allow you to display it on your Twitch. So if you know they're on, you can use the raid command /raid and then Aurora Eateries, and then it'll go over and it doesn't check her status, it just goes over. Or you can use the creator content or creator dashboard and actually pull it up that way and search for them and make sure they're online. Just wanted to add that little bit. I do appreciate everybody for participating in this week's stream. You guys have a great day. We're on our way over to visit Aurora Eateries. Let's go.